What up, YouTube? You already know Big Lou tapping back in. What to do with Big Lou and FZR2? This just in today. The late great Pele passed away today. He was born Edson Arantes do Nascimento in Brazil. They speak Portuguese there in Brazil. If you guys didn't know, he's born on October 23rd, 1940, and he passed away today, December 29th, 2022. Um, he was known as Pele. Was a Brazilian professional football player who played as a forward, regarded as one of the greatest players of all time, labeled the greatest by FIFA. He was among the most successful and most popular sports figures of the 20th century. In '99, he was named Athlete of the Century by the International Olympic Committee and was included in the Time list of 100 most important people of the 20th century. In 2000, Pele was voted World Player of the Century by the International Federation of Football History and Statistics. That's the IFFHS, and was voted one of two joint winners of the FIFA Player of the Century. His 1,279 goals in 1,363 games, which includes friendlies, is recognized as a Guinness World Record. Excuse me. Um, He passed away of multiple organ failure caused by colon cancer. He was a football player, like I said, which is what we know here in the United States is soccer, and he was a humanitarian. He stood 5'8". He had 7 kids. Um, Association football career, he played forward, attacking midfielder. His youth career was from 53 to 56. His senior career was from 56 to 74 with the Santos, and then 75 through 77 with the New York Cosmos. International career 57 to 71 in Brazil, and he's got three. He was part of the Brazilian team that won the FIFA World Cup 3 times: 1958 in Sweden, 1962 in Chile, and 1970 in Mexico, and then runner-up in 1959 in Argentina for the South American Games, or the South American Championship. Excuse me. He was the Minister of Sports for Brazil from January 1st, 95 through April 30th, 98 under President Fernando Enrique Cardoso. Um, and so he was the first one in that position, that cabinet member, and he was succeeded by Rafael Greca in 99. Pele began playing for the Santos at age 15 and Brazil national team at age 16. Um, During his international career, he won, like I mentioned, 3 World Cups, and the only player to do so. He was nicknamed O Rey, which means the king, O Rai, I guess you would say. Following the 58 tournament, Pele is the joint top goal scorer for Brazil with 77 goals in 92 games. At the club level, he was Santos' all-time top goal scorer with 643 goals in 659 games. So it's damn near a goal a game for this guy. In a golden era for Santos, he led the club to the 62 and 63 Copa Libertadores and to the 62 and 63 International Cup, credited with connecting the phrase "the beautiful game" with football. Pele's electrifying play and penchant for spectacular goals made him a star around the world, and his teams toured internationally to take full advantage of his popularity. During his playing days, Pele was for a period the best paid athlete in the world. After retiring in 1977, Pele was a worldwide ambassador for football and made many acting and commercial ventures. In 2010, he was named the honorary president of the New York Cosmos. Averaging almost a goal per game throughout his career, Pele was adept at scoring the ball with either foot in addition to anticipating his opponent's movements on the field. While predominantly a striker, he could also drop deep and take on a playmaking role, providing assists with his vision and passing ability, and he would also use his dribbling skills to get past opponents. In Brazil, he was hailed as a national hero for his accomplishments in football and for his outspoken support of policies that improve the social conditions of the poor. His emergence at the 1958 World Cup, where he became the first black global sporting star, was a source of inspiration. Kind of like Jackie Robinson, Larry Doby, Satchel Paige, Roberto Clemente. Even though these guys are, they got strong African blood, but they're, in this case from Brazil. Roberto Clemente from Puerto Rico. Different players. Satchel Paige. Like I said, Jackie Robinson, different guys like that. Willie Mays. You know, breakthrough stars throughout his career and in his retirement. Pele received numerous individual and team awards for his performance on and off the field, his record-breaking achievements, and his legacy in the sport. Um, let's see. I'm gonna go over some of the things. So in um, you know, let's see. In December 2000, Pele and Maradona shared the prize of FIFA Player of the Century by FIFA. The award was originally intended to be based upon votes in a web poll, but after it became apparent that it favored Diego Maradona, many observers complained that the internet nature of the poll would have meant a skewed demographic of younger fans who would have seen Maradona play but not Pele play. Um, he was his greatness when like Pele, he's in that boat with Bill Russell, Babe Ruth, Willie Mays, Jim Brown, Bart Starr, you know what I mean? Joe Montana, Michael Jordan, you know what I'm saying? Wilt Chamberlain, Kareem Jabbar, you know, Cy Young, Walter Johnson, Ty Cobb, Pete Rose. There's an elite player in all sports. You know what I mean? Boxing. You got Sugar Ray Robinson, Muhammad Ali, Joe Louis, Rocky Marciano. Marvelous Hagler, Sugar Ray Leonard. You know what I mean? Chavez Senior, Floyd Mayweather Jr., Manny Pacquiao. There's a level of athlete and there's tiers to it. You know what I'm saying? And Pele is the top tier. When it comes to his sport, with Michael Jordan, with Kareem Jabbar. Again, some of those names I just said with from their respectfully from their respectable sport that they come from. Um, Definitely, we just lost Franco Harris a few days ago. Now we lose Pele. Like I said, they're gone, but they'll never be forgotten. All the accomplishments and records and different things they've done, the accolades and their achievements and awards, it speaks volumes. And there's no way that these guys could be forgotten. No way. So with that being said, this is just a little tribute video to Pele, uh, the legendary Brazilian soccer player, football international star. Big Luke tapping out.